Greetings of the day. Welcome to EA School platform of online learning. In this lecture, it's my first video, and we will be starting with English writing course, where I will give you a detailed understanding of different compositions, including short composition, long composition, and very long composition. So, starting with the series of short compositions, first we will discuss notice writing and then move on to the other writing compositions. First, what we will discuss some important points which will be covered in this lecture are what is a notice, second, what should be there in a notice, and generic examples from our daily life to give you a better understanding, because we understand things better when we can relate something from our daily life. So I will give you some examples now. Starting with what is a notice. Now, you need to keep in mind that from your exam perspective, notice is of 4 marks, and you will be given choices between three other short compositions, which are advertisement and poster making. So, you will be given two questions. Two questions can be one on notice writing, other on poster making. Then other choice can be poster making or advertisement or notice writing. So there can be three combinations which you can find in your exams, and you have to choose one. So what I will suggest that you do notice writing initially, notice writing or advertisement, because notice writing, I can assure you that you can get 4 out of 4 marks. But how, we will learn in this video. So first, a generic understanding of what is a notice. So a notice is a short piece of writing, and it's usually written in a straightforward and formal manner. Right? Writing style is formal. You cannot write informal words, hey, hello, how are you? No, it's very straightforward, direct, and only the relevant information is or should be included in a notice. Now, why the notice is written? Notice is written to give any important piece of information. It may be a warning, it may be any relevant important information which you want to give to the readers of your notice, right? So this, I hope this is clear. Now, coming to the second sub point, that what should be there in a notice, because you need to keep in mind the things that you should include in your notice. First is name of institution, and I will discuss that which thing should come first and which thing should come later, which should be on the left hand side, what should be on the right hand side. I will discuss it in the next class when we'll be discussing format of a notice. So name of institution or organization or any society. Okay, now date, you have to write the date of the issuing, right? When you are issuing your notice, you have to write date. Like if I'm writing a notice today, so supposing it's a 15th October, so I will have to write 15th October. Or if I'm writing notice on 21st October, then I will have to write 21st October 2021. Okay, now I will tell you that how to write a date in a notice, because there are various formats. Because like we use 21 matlab day slash a month slash year. So I will tell you the which format should be used while writing a notice. Now, in the next video, now coming to the third point which should be there in your notice is the heading, which will attract your audiences or the readers of the notice, because it's the most important thing that this is this notice want to give us this information. Right, now comes the important point, which is your content. And your content should be good if you wanna to get full marks or if you wanna to attract your audiences. So subject matter or content should be like up to the highest level. And it's not very hard. Like, I will give you examples in the next video that how you have to start your notice and how you have to end your notice. Now, coming to the last point, which is name and designation of issuing authority, because it's like now name and designation of issuing authority. Suppose if your coordinator of your school is releasing a notice, so he is the issuing authority. He will have to write his name XYZ and then designation coordinator. If you are sports in charge of your school and you have to release a notice, so you will write your name XYZ and then you will write your that sports in charge. So that is called designation. Now moving on to the third important point, such that you can relate that what is the importance or what is the relevance of notice in our daily life. So first is the very common example which you may have encountered or usually encounter in your school or college life are the notice. Now, because of the pandemic COVID-19, we are usually served with online notices. So they are not in the proper format because the notices are circulated in your WhatsApp groups, but the notices which are released on your website, if you are in college website or university website, then those are called formal notices. Now after that, second example is public notice. If you have or visited railway station or bus station, then you will find certain notices pasted here and there on the walls, or maybe it's not usually the proper format of the notice, but it's usually a warning, like a line which said that do not spit here, otherwise you will be fined this much. So the notice is given, is not in a proper format, but it's like serves as a notice, as a warning. Now third is legal notice. I'm not saying that here in all these notices you will encounter a proper format, which I will be discussing in the next class, but here are some generic examples without any proper format or maybe with a proper format. Now, coming to the legal notice, for example, if you have not filled your required tax, then the income tax department will send you a notice. So that's the legal notice because it's from the government authorities, right? Now, other example of legal notice can be, suppose for your electricity bill. Now, a notice may be first sent before to give you a warning or to alert you that your bill is pending. So these are the legal notices which are from higher authorities. Coming to the fourth notice, lost or found. You may encounter these notices. You may encounter these notices on a website or in newspaper or in different magazines, because you release those notices when you have lost something or when you have find something. Like, I can give you an example that in newspaper there is a box which usually comes with missing person, missing pad, or they have lost something important, their wallet or their identity card. So there usually a notice is released on that page of the newspaper. Now, last example is that of a prominent public figure. So usually a notice is released usually on the first page of the newspaper if he or she is a prominent public figure, regarding that we have lost this and this person, and the funeral ceremony will be on that date, place, and the timings will be given. So usually these are the generic examples. So if you now here onwards, if you will open a newspaper, then try to look for the where we can find the examples of notices. Now, the recap of this class, you have to remember important points. First, that notice is a short formal piece of writing. So, you will have to use formal vocabulary. Right now, notice should have name of institution, date, title or heading, content, name and designation of issuing authority. Last, we have discussed some of the examples which have relevance in our daily life. Now, this is going to be the end of the video, but stay tuned for my next video on notice writing, because that's going to be very important for you from your exam perspective. Till then, stay connected with us on Yay School and take care. Bye bye. See you.